Hello everyone, I am Tacit and welcome to the Gems of War, campaign 26, week 1. Of course, we just got a brand new campaign dropping as of today. So we got a lot of things we need to go grind. Most notably, 3 purple deed books. And there's one thing I need to know for today on if we're going to go for it immediately or not. And that is oh wait, I can't because I need 20,000 PvP points, wait. Hold. Oh, I'm so tempted to almost throw those down right now. We're in diamond right now, so I can't really throw them down immediately. I forgot. I can't actually even get them right now. Because you need 20,000 PvP points. Wait. Oh, never mind. I forgot. It's only the campaign that reset. Duh, never mind. We're fine. We're fine. Scratch that. Scratch that. It's just campaign reset, not PvP, obviously. Anyways, let me go do these. Forgot. They're not the same thing. We're looking for 1 purple deed book. If we get it, I might be just power grinding tonight so that we can get the rest of our magic. Because I believe we just need 1 purple from here to be able to get it. As I'm 4 short. And we can get 3 guaranteed just from doing some objectives. So we can get it tonight if we can get a purple deed book from this. Alright, we got double blue. No! Okay. Well, we're not getting it tonight, apparently. When did we get the first one from the pass itself? Also, did I even buy the pass yet? I don't think I have. I need to do that later. But, let's see. Artifact, campaign pass. When is the first purple deed book that you get from the event? Week 3. Alright, we're probably going to get enough gold marks to get it before then, most likely. Alright, so we have plenty of time. I don't need to be in a big rush to go get these done. But it would still be good to get them done, obviously. But most of these are just going to get done passively. The only one you might have to go out of your way for a little bit is getting undead kills, but it's nowhere near as annoying as the orc one from last season. Also, hello everyone! Hello Bill! Hello Ron! Hello Jets! Hello Wario! Hello yeah! Hello Chad! Hello Cookie! Hello everyone else! Welcome, welcome, welcome! Hello Ron! Welcome, welcome, welcome! So, yeah, we don't have to really be paranoid about getting those done then. Because we still got a little bit of time before we really need to worry about it. With that being said, the other main thing we need to go get done then is Green Doom. Also, if anyone's looking for a guild, I'm not sure what happened. After Isabel left, we were already down like 2 people. Then Izzy left, and a few other people left because Izzy left. We're down to 23 now. So we need to go get 4 more people by next Guild War. So if anyone's interested watching now or after the fact, yeah, if you could do 2 million plus gold a week, level 1,000 plus, yeah, we need help. We should be able to get it back by then. We have a solid 2 weeks before next Guild War. Next Guild War is in, what, 14, 15 days? So we do need to get it done by, or sorry, it's in like 17 days, I mean. But we need to try to get back up to 27 so we can partake in next Guild War. If anyone's interested, let me know. But anyways, but yeah, Izzy ended up getting a new job. So she's going to be busy with that, so she had to end up leaving the guild. And she was also our main recruiter, which means we're down a recruiter now. Actually, let me not do this first. Let's go to Green Tower of Doom. Let's start straight off with Green Doom. Of course, obviously, we're going to be going with a all-in Flower Dragon build, as tends to be the Dooms most of the time. Just go and feed Flower Dragon and or Stellarix a bunch of mana and just auto-win is the easiest way to get it done. And even though the guild has shrunk a little bit, we do still have all the teams scouted, thanks to Orpio and SP Herm, as well as doing all the initial scouting. So thank you so much, as we're already scouted to 32, which is actually kind of insane. But of course we just need to 25, though we might have to go a little bit deeper with a few less people. Though I think I might start buying the full tier going forward in some of the other events. I didn't do it for Tower of Doom because it's generally pretty easy to get all the score you need for it. The other one, since we're a little bit downsized at the moment, I might go and just buy the tier 6, just so we can do more contribution, which will mean we'll go longer on some Mondays then, to go get that done. What do we have for next week's event for that? If I just go double check real quick. We have raids, so that means we need to go pretty deep on next raid then. We'll try it for next week or 2, just while we're downsized a little. Anyways, let's go into all these battles. 1-2 is what we're looking for, so this is the only one we need. Don't think we need to change anything else other than that moving up by 1, and we should be good to go. But I hope you all have been having a wonderful, wonderful holiday. Thanksgiving ended up going really, really well. A lot of good food. Got to meet up with some family, call some other family. It's a really relaxing Thanksgiving. You're level 69, but you could do 2 million? Will you take you? The main reason we have a level requirement is mostly to make sure people are like strong enough to kind of hold their ground in Guild War. Otherwise, it mostly just matters how active someone is. Because level doesn't really matter too much for anything other than Guild War. What am I doing here? Oh yeah, I don't need to change anything. We should be good to go for every single battle here. But honestly, I don't feel like 2 million's that hard these days. I know some guilds are kind of all over the place with what the requirement is. But you can always convert your glory into gold. Which is actually something I did a little bit this morning too, because I was actually running a little low. I'm not sure how I've been so low lately. But of course, on any week where it's 300 glory, you can convert all your glory into gold at the best ratio. You just do this and you get 1 million gold for every 60,000 glory you have. And you also get a bunch of keys, which also give you glory and gold. But you can do this whenever just to get a ton of it. It's 1 million every time for 60,000. Which is a little bit of glory, but you know, between Vault events, you get so much glory from Vault events these days. And that's one of the most convenient ways to convert it into gold. What was I doing? Not that. Tower of Doom. Battle. Floor 2. Battle 2. 2-2. Grab that one. And after we go clear this out, I guess we'll go do Underspire then. Or maybe dailies then Underspire. Because Underspire this week's Forest of Thorns. We actually have a somewhat similar build. At least in the sense that we're going all in on a Flower Dragon. Instead of Chrysathanax, of course, it will end up being the Green Flower Dragon. Which doesn't have as overall good ability, but, you know, it still hits really, really hard compared to the average troop. So, should be a pretty free event week if you want to go deep into it this time around. We finally got snow. Gosh, I haven't seen snow here in forever. I remember because last year I was talking to one of the bankers a little bit while I was doing something there. And we were both around the same age. And she was bringing out, oh, it's only like snowed like 3 times in my lifetime here. And I actually remember all 3 of those times as well. One of them was when I was in band in middle school. Because I was still wearing the outfit, so it was actually pretty warm still. It was almost like it was probably warmer than an actual winter suit. Which is very convenient. But it was snowing after one time after marching band. It was snowing once when I was snowed in New Jersey, so I didn't actually get to see the snow there, but I was snowed in for like an extra week. It was one of the only few weeks we never actually covered a video for Gems of War as well. Because I was literally snowed in New Jersey. Because I was supposed to be there for a week, but it was ended up being there for like 2.5 weeks because I got snowed in. They canceled my flight like 3 times. Luckily, it was refunded each time, but you know what I mean. It still kept getting delayed and delayed. And then the 3rd time was around that time, like the other year. So yeah, it's only snowed 3 times in like 20, 30 years in this whole area. And one of those 3 times, I wasn't even in the state when it happened. When the campaign task required undead killed to the hundreds. Where can you find many undead? Golvania. All the way in top left. The one red-purple kingdom. But Golvania is going to be your best overall bet. There are a few others that have a handful of undead, but Golvania has the highest concentration of undead in the game. I want to say like 80, 85%, somewhere around there. Forget the exact number these days because it keeps changing. What game is this? Looks familiar. You know what game it is. Hello, Lester. Welcome, welcome. Also, we will still be skipping haste, by the way. Especially since the guild is already fully scouted. I will probably have to push a little bit deeper than 25 completion. But we shouldn't need the haste even in that circumstance. As long as everyone's at least doing, you know, bare minimum full completion. Alright, that was the only one, right? Since we're skipping haste, so we should be good to go. Oh yeah, that's something else we might be doing later this weekend as well. One game I've been keeping tabs on for several years now is actually coming out in beta. I believe this weekend. I think it's on Saturday. I think it was on the 6th. What day is the 6th? That is a Saturday. So this Saturday, we might be trying out a new game. It's kind of like Sims, but made by people that were getting tired of the Sims doing so many DLCs, so they just made it themselves. So they literally just made their own Sims. It took them like 7-8 years, but they finally did it. It's still in beta, but yeah, I think it comes out on the 6th. Probably only going to do a one-off stream for it until it gets further development. But definitely want to check it out. I've been keeping an eye on it for such a long time now. And yeah, it's finally releasing. At least in beta. Sims hasn't been fun since The Sims 2. I would have to agree, honestly. Sims 2 was actually really decent. It was also the time that they did the, like the business mechanic was done the best by far in Sims 2. Also, for whatever reason, despite it somewhat coming back in future Sims, I feel like it handled vehicles the best in that Sims as well, compared to any other future iteration. There's a lot of things Sims 2 did really, really well, especially for the time. Sims 3 was okay. And Sims 4 I literally just full skipped. And I was going to wait for Sims 5, and here we are like a decade later, still no Sims 5. So I'm curious to see what Paralyze will end up being like. I believe it's coming out this Saturday. Which I'm going to go check on Steam right now, might as well. I have it wishlisted. I don't think you can pre-order it, though. Let's see. Paralives. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, you can't even buy it. I'm not sure how much it is. I assume like 20 or 30. But I actually have no clue. Let's see. Wait, did they change the date? Oh, are they changing the date on me? What are they doing? Never mind, we're not doing that. Hold up. When did they... A message from Paralive's team. Delay announcement. What? You're gonna do that to me? Okay, well, never mind. Scratch that. It's been delayed to May. Scratch our hopes and dreams. No. By then we'll be doing Slay Aspire 2. We'll still check it out when it comes out. Never mind. They announced the delay like a week or two ago. That's been delayed to May. Scratch it. Scratch it. Been delayed by half a year. Well, in half a year we'll go do it. Never mind. Alright, let's see. We did that one. Number 2 over there. You just platinum Cyberpunk? Nice. And Balatro. I still never tried that game. I'm not sure. I'm just not really that big of a fan of poker. Which is the main thing that made me never try it out. Actually, didn't it win Game of the Year that one year? Actually, literally last year or something. Hey, that reminds me. What's nominated for Game of the Year this year? I haven't even checked. I would assume Silksong would win. I'd be very surprised if it didn't. I haven't played it or looked into it at all. But I'd be very doubtful if it didn't win. It's definitely on the need to play eventually list that I still haven't gotten around to, that definitely need to at some point. Let's see. 4 and 3. Main reason I haven't started it is there's no way we finish it in like 1 or 2 streams. That's like at least like a 5 stream completion. And that's just for normal ending. It's not even counting whatever special endings there are. Which I would assume there's at least more than one. Alright, 8, 4, 3 is that one right over there? What do I think of the new Bleed gem? It has a lot of potential. I really hope it makes Bleed mechanics a lot more viable than they have been. Because for the longest time, Mother of Darkness was the only realistic way to run Bleed. But I'm hoping by the end of this season, we actually have proper Bleed build teams, rather than just run Mother of Darkness teams. Because ever since Rogue Spider got nerfed, she hasn't really had much of a use case. And now there should hopefully be multiple avenues for running a proper Bleed build. But yeah, Bleed has a lot of potential. A purple gem that inflicts up to 10 true damage to all enemies once fully stacked. It's basically 10 free damage per turn to all enemies. Really good in various true damage builds. You even build it into Tesla or other things that are already good, like Takshaka and such. The biggest issue with most Bleed teams now is they require too many troops to function. Even things like the Mythic that we're getting from the campaign is going to need at least one other Bleed gem mechanic to function properly. But we'll see what some of the other options are as they come out. And hopefully we'll be able to get something rolling with it. Because the Mythic that we're getting this Friday, which I forgot to mention in the weekly video, But the Mythic that we're getting this Friday, I don't think it's doing anything with Bleed Gem. Which I don't even think it's doing anything at all. Last I checked it was completely dead content. We checked it on last stream a week ago. I completely forget what it is off the top of my head. But I recall it was bad enough to not be relevant. Whatever it was. Let's see. We got 5 and 3. 5 and 3, 5 and 3. Hello, Mulu! Welcome, welcome. Hope all's been well. What do I think of the new campaign Mythic and the coming Holiday Legendary Troop? I actually haven't looked at the new Holiday Troop yet. But the new campaign Mythic is, it's dependent on if we get a good enough Bleed Gem mechanic to go with it. Because the amount of true damage it does is not bad. If you have something like 10 purple gems on the board, or, Bleed Gems, I mean, you would end up ultimately doing 150 extra true damage. Which is not bad at all. Is that going to be worth losing your turnover compared to like Takshaka or just Tesla's higher damage? I'm not sure. But at least in the context of Golvania, it would be pretty solid, if nothing else. Especially since I believe the weapon itself is also from Golvania. So worst comes to worst, that weapon plus the Mythic is going to be really strong. But it's really dependent on if it gets enough synergy with Bleed Gem. As it has a really good boost ratio, and I believe it becomes even stronger at Shiny level 2. Like, it's already 5 times, and I think it goes to like 8 times or something when Shiny level 2'd. Which is a lot of extra damage, since not only is it true damage and lifesteal, but it's also hitting 3 times with that damage. It definitely has potential. But it's likely not going to be strong enough to really be used a lot. It would only be used in like a Golvania or a Mystic or a Undead context. Very unlikely would use it over Tesla, Takshaka, and some other things in a standard team when you have access to everything. It's not bad, though. It's in the category where a lot of campaign mythics have been recently since they've been shining them. Where you can live without them, but if you do have them, they're like a nice utility troop to have here and there. But there are stronger things than them in the game already. Which is pretty much where all shiny mythics have been since they've been adding them. This is the 3rd one now. Where they're not must-have, but, they're a utility troop you'll use occasionally. Which I honestly feel like is a pretty fair spot for them. They're actually usable, but they're not really replacing anything already in the game. Alright, we got 4 and 3 here. Hey, how are we doing for overall score? I know it's just the first day, but we are down a little bit on people. Let's see... Oh, we're doing fine. Yeah, this event's really easy to complete. The main test will be next week's event. Where the requirement is quite a bit higher overall. These events actually pretty easy as long as your guild scouts every room. You could have like 15 people and easily get it done. 12 is 4 and 3. But we do need to start recruiting though. I might even need to start spamming global chat. The problem is so many guilds are missing people. I was just checking some of the guilds around me. One of them that has more trophies than us is literally down to 8 people. Some of the other ones were down to like 25 as well. I'm not sure why. It feels like a lot of guilds been bleeding players lately. Has the player count really been going down that much? Because it doesn't feel like it's been any lower. But then I look at all the guilds in the state that we're in as of suddenly, and then a few other ones around us. It's like, oh wait, where did everyone go? Feels like every guild needs like 3 to 5 people right now. Alright, we did that one, we did that one. Alright, we got a 5 and a 3. Yeah, after Tower of Doom, we'll go clear out dailies, and then we'll go mess with Underspire, probably. Even though we have a really good option for it, I might just be doing free battles again this week. I don't know, we'll see. I kind of do want to push it a little bit low. I feel like I've been doing free battles a lot recently. Last weekend I did it because it was Vault Weekend. Let's see. 5-3. And then, what's the next one then? Chat. Where to go? Oh, so hello, Chris. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hope all's been well. It was number 5 is what we needed. Just wanted to double check. I'm so bad at remembering. Like, I'm almost already forgetting that it's number 5 already. Hope everything's been going well, Chris. Purpose. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, we'll take that one over. At 14, we had number 5, which I already forgot. I'm not sure why I try to look ahead. That one is weaker Morthani. Honestly, I was somewhat thinking the same thing when I was looking at it. But I do feel like it's better than Morthani's Will. I didn't mention it in the video this morning, but I was thinking it in the back of my head when I was looking over it. But I'm pretty sure it's still better than Morthani's Will. I was thinking in the back of my head, like, what is the big difference with it? And it's mostly the boost ratio is where it gets a benefit compared to Morthani. But Morthani's, Morthani's Darkness is steal a bunch of life from 4 random enemies and then summon a Morthani's Will. And it creates an Uber Doom Skull when his turn begins. But the biggest issue with this is it doesn't get to scale higher. Actually, this wasn't the one I was thinking of with it. What was that one trip called? It deals true damage to 2 enemies and keeps scaling. What one was that from? This was not the one I was actually thinking of. Though this one is somewhat similar. I was thinking of, I'm trying to remember what kingdom it is. It's either Bright Forest or the other one. I think it's Bright Forest. Let me go check Bright Forest. I'm trying to see if I could find the one I'm trying to think of right now. It wasn't Suna. Yeah, it was Suna. Yeah, this was the one I was thinking of in the back of my head as far as, like, what it's similar to. It's 4 lower mana cost. Well, technically 2 once the other one's fully shinied. And it steals a bunch of life from the 2 weakest enemies and then gains a bunch of magic to keep scaling over time. But it always seemed like this never really scaled enough to really bother. The main thing that makes the new Mythic better than something like Suna or Morthani's Will is it gets all the scaling initially. So if you can get like 10 bleed gems on the board, once it's upgraded to shiny level 2, I believe that's a boost ratio of 8. So that's already 80 damage, which is 240 total extra damage. Which scales way better than Suna and does way more upfront damage than something like Morthani's Will. So I feel like it will still have a use case with that. You just really have to put a bleed gem mechanic on your team to make it work. Whereas the other ones kind of function just on your team without anything on it. But you're going to have to build around it for the new one. I do feel like it's going to be better, though, the new Mythic that's coming. But it's still very niche and requires you to have a blood gem mechanic on your team. Like, you can't have her be the only thing creating blood gems. It's nowhere near enough. Yeah, the biggest issue with Suna has always been she's too slow. Even when she came out all the way back then and was a little bit more viable, her issue was always scaling so slowly. Like, a lot of troops would already win the battle before she's even getting off the ground. Like, she's not bad. She just is way too slow of an option a lot of times. Especially with how much more quick-paced the game is these days compared to, like, 8 years ago or 9 years ago when she came out. Like, she was one of the first few mythics that came out for that kingdom. Like, we're talking like a solid 8 years ago or so. Like, it was a long while since she came in. And even back then, she was kind of outscaled, which is kind of crazy. Before we had, like, 8 to 9 years more power creep, she was still kind of outscaled back then, even. What's the extra ability of the Shiny Champion Mythic at level 2? I believe it's just better boost ratio. I haven't actually checked the spoiler thread yet for it. Actually, can we check if they're the thing? Let me go check real quick. Might take a second to load. Oh, good. It loaded immediately. It's not out yet, so I should be able to see it here. I'm looking for the Mythic. I'm looking for... I forget what its name is. I feel like I'll know it the second I see it, though. Oh, yeah, we can also tell because of the Kingdom. There it is, Golvania. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, it's not an 8 times boost ratio, but it does go to 7 times. Her Shiny level 2, she gets 2 times more damage per bleed gem. So in the context of there being 10 bleed gems, she would get 60 total extra damage, 20 per enemy. That's not awful. Though I wish this was 8 times instead of 7 times, but that's still not bad. Yeah, it goes to 7 times. So in total, if there's 10 bleed gems on the board, that is 210 extra damage. 70 per each. That's not bad. There's a lot of extra true damage. It's not even counting her base damage or anything. Just the boost ratio alone in the context of 10 bleed gems is 70 extra damage per hit for 3 hits. That's a decent chunk of damage. It's not enough to make her like better than Takshaka or Tesla, but it's decent in the context of Golvania when you compare it to other things you would have in Golvania for true damage. It's by far the strongest hitting Golvania true damager. Plus you're getting 10 true damage to all enemies per turn, effectively with bleed as well. Because any team that you're using her, you would have enough bleed to get 4 times very quickly, if not instantly. So not only are you getting 10 true damage per turn to all enemies, but also hitting for over 100 per true damage hit between boost ratio and base damage. Almost reminds me of Tina 9000 in that regard. As a damage range, slightly higher than Tina 9000, but without the armor gain. But instead it has HP gain. So I guess that's one way to look at her. She's basically undead Tina 9000. Because she's really tanky and has that really strong triple hit. The main caveat being that it has to be used with bleed gem mechanic, which limits how it can be used a little bit, but yeah, it's basically just undead Tina 9000 in a sense. Didn't they even give it 25% reduction or something? I think they did, didn't they? What was it? It was where'd it go? Looking for... Yeah, they even gave it 25% spell reduction. Which is not the same as 50%, but she does gain a lot of life. Given that all the damage she does in true damage also gets converted to life. A bit worse than 50%, but still has some. That's basically what it is. I didn't even think about it that way. It's effectively just HP undead version of Tina 9000. Except with the caveat of kind of having to be used with bleed gem mechanic. Putting it that way makes it seem a lot stronger. Because Tina 9000 is actually pretty decent. Not as good as Tesla or Takshaka, but it's pretty high up there in the viable true damage category. Or the biggest downside of it being the same downside she has, in that it ends its turn guaranteed. At 0% extra turn rate, which is not ideal. The new Mythic on Friday is supposed to have 50% spell reduction. Ooh. Actually, let me go double check it. Last I looked at it, it looked awful. Did they fix it any? Or is it still awful? Brown, purple, yellow for Suncrest deals magic times 1.5 plus 12 scatter damage. Already looking bad. Boosted by purple gems. Doesn't even matter what that boost ratio is. It's still bad. I could literally say 20 and I don't think that would be viable. If there is a storm, create 4 yellow gems. So it's dependent on there being a storm. Though in all fairness, like everything from Suncrest is. And it converts all yellow gems to purple. So it's creating some extra and then converting everything over. But just doing a standard gem, not any kind of power gem or anything. Summon the Darkstorm and start a battle, which goes well with its ability. A hefty amount of spell reduction. And all purple allies gain a bunch of life and magic for each turn that goes by. Yeah, that's pretty underwhelming. Mostly because its amount of damage output is very, very, very absurdly low. Like, this amount of damage in late game is effectively like 60 damage to all. You'd get more damage from casting Atlanta. Obviously, it doesn't have the extra turn potential that this thing does. But you would actually legitimately get more total damage from casting Atlanta than you would from casting this mythic. Even with the little bit of extra magic you would get. Like the free Atlanta you would get in like your first few days of playing the game would do more damage than that thing. At least relative to if they were scaled to the same magic level. Yeah, you'd probably use that with a Stormcaller hero class. Though you wouldn't have to, though. Hello, Tyrion! Welcome, welcome, welcome. Alright, was that everything we needed for this floor? Yeah, we're good to go. Just want to make sure we didn't skip the haste on accident. Can Rowan carry Underspire? This week, yes. You'd have to be a little bit careful not to get a damage, but I did do it on the low rarity team. Ideally, you'd want to be using Flower Dragon, but if you don't have Flower Dragon, honestly, Rowan or 2 is probably your best bet. If you don't have it. But the biggest liability with it ever is always just it taking damage. It definitely wouldn't hold that well at the high level of Underspire. But if you're only going for floor 2 or floor 4 completion, it should be fine. If you're trying to go all the way with Rowan, it might be a problem, though. I shall struggle on floor 5 and 6. Oh, good thing we have Resummon. Actually, good thing we have Double Poke, actually. I keep forgetting. We do have a weapon here that does something. The Double Poke new green weapon thingy. It's not great, but at least it's somewhat okay at killing when there's only one enemy left. Despite it not actually be able to kill when there's one enemy left. But, you know, in theory, it can. I really wish they would have done better with this weapon. It's always slightly disappointing when they had a pretty average Doom weapon. Because this had so much potential to be good if it just guaranteed did armor break. Like, if the armor break was guaranteed and the Doom mechanic was something like create gems or something, if this was guaranteed double armor break, this weapon would actually be really, really, really potent. But the problem is it doesn't do that unless there's a Doom, which is very rare. But if that was just what its default and it had some other benefit when there was a Doom, it would actually be viable outside of Doom events. You know, outside of like the 1 week you would have to use it as a weapon for double score. But I really, really wish the armor tier was default on that thing. I don't think it would have been too broken if it was. Oh, we're out of battles. Oh, there we go. Alright, well, that's our progress so far. Actually, in 3rd place right now, too. Alright, let's see. What do we need now? We did that, we did that. Let's go clear out dailies real quick. Need to clear out all these anyways, plus they're all good. Let's do that with Quick Kill Flower Dragon. Clear out Dungeon, then probably just go straight to Underspire. We got Forest of Thorns Underspire, so we're probably just going to go all in on a Quick Kill Flower Dragon then. Though, we could actually go Rowan build for the earlier battles. For the first floor, it might actually be quicker to run Rowan. I'm actually going to do that. Even though Flower Dragon is stronger, Rowan has enough damage to win, so it doesn't actually matter if we go Flower Dragon. Rowan is going to need far less mana than Flower Dragon to get off the ground. So yeah, never mind. We're actually just going to run Rowan Quick Kill then. I'm literally just going to run a modified version of the low rarity team. Because we don't really need more than that for first floor. Potentially even for second floor. I'm not sure how much damage we have for it. But as long as she's still one-shotting, we don't need to use Flower Dragon yet. It's when Rowan stops one-shotting, we'd need to go switch to Flower Dragon. Because otherwise, we're just wasting mana. Flower Dragon needs like 32, Rowan only needs 12. And of course, we could feed it with the Empower Green Converter. So yeah, we'll basically just run the budget team then. Just modified a bit to get Rowan up even quicker. Just finished Pure 500 Alithia, your second faction completed this week on alt. Nice! Finally getting around to working on those for the alt. Nice, nice, nice. How about double Rowan? Yeah, you can run double Rowan. The only issue is we don't have 50% mana start for the team, so we can't get mana as well. But we are going to have enough excess green that you could run double Rowan for a little bit. Run Hero in first slot, run double Rowan, and then run the Empower Green in last slot could be your team. And that would hold you off until, like, floor 3, I think? Only at floor 4 and deeper, I think, would you need to modify that a bit. I see you have enough damage to do that on floor 4, I'm not sure. It depends heavily what your armor value is. But double Rowan 100% lasts all the way till floor 3 completion for Underspire. And when I say lasting that long, I mean double casting Rowan would one-shot it. Or I guess in that case two-shot it, but you know what I mean. Like casting everything on your team once would one-shot it. Oh, we're getting some progress. Gotta get those purple deed books. I'm not really in a rush to get most of this done here, though. Those purple deed books. If I get another deed book drop randomly, that will change. Because then that magic is going to be very important to go rush down. All right, let's go. We did that. Let's go do Underspire. We were just talking about it earlier. Let's go use the budget team, but modify it a little bit. Let's see. Underspire low. So this is what we showed for the Underspire low team, but I do want to change it a little bit since we have a lot more stats and don't need to worry about losing. And also because this was set up to last the entire time, whereas we only really need it for the earlier section ourselves. So we're going to get rid of that. Empower. Daughter of Yasmin. Mana Link. We can also Greenstorm ourselves if we want. We have Dryad. Honestly, I might just go to new thingy. And then the only other thing we need then is Hero Existing, basically. As Archer class. Actually, wait. If I make this an elf, I think I get magic. Though I guess we care about armor more than magic. Is there any elf here that has green mana? Dryad, right? Why are you not an elf? Well, that's the thing I'm all so confused with this kingdom. There's so many things here that looks like they should be an elf, but they're not an elf. This is Fey Elemental. This is also Fey Elemental, but said inversely. This is Fey Elemental. This is Elemental Fey. What's the difference? That's so weird. But, like, I look at these and I think, like, oh yeah, they're elf. No, they're not elf. There's actually not a single... Wait. Really? There's not a single elf in all of Forest of Thorns, the Green Heavy Kingdom, that is, green. Really? They look like elves, but they're not actually elf. That's so weird. There's only 3 elves here. One is for yellow, and one is for brown. Not a single one is for green. Weird. I don't know, do we care about the bonus more? I feel like we care about the green mana more, but I don't know, maybe we care about 3 magic more. 3 magic just is really little for Ruin, though. Oh yeah, what weapon are we running? I need to run a Forest of Thorns weapon here. As we are forced to use one. Labrum of Decay doesn't really do much here. Exploding weapon is just blocking more mana than it's even helping. What are the exploding weapons? Is there an exploding weapon here that doesn't block Rowan? Yes, the elf exploding one. Alright, let me just go with that then. And then we just go banner into green-blue. +2 green, +1 blue, -1 yellow. Because this is just all in, just get Rowan up immediately and we're good to go. Oh, I want this the other way around. Oh, yeah, I guess we minus red. We're not even using red. Alright, there we go. That should be fine. And then we just go simply straight into Daughter of Yasmin and should be able to win. The whole team is literally just cast Rowan speedrun. This whole team is plans to do literally nothing but cast Rowan as quickly as possible. That is the only goal of this team. We just do that, boom, cast Rowan, dead. Rinse, repeat. And hope she doesn't get hit by something. Grab the lantern. This is only for the really early battles, obviously. This will fall off very quickly otherwise. But we're at the early battle, so now's the time to utilize it. We should be able to get away with the first 2 floors with our stats. Though for the next floor, I would have to go switch to armor tokens. Right now, I'm set to magic right now, which obviously is not as good on her. But it's not worth the time to go switch them right now because we're still going to one-shot, so it doesn't matter. But for floor 2, we would definitely want to switch to armor just to make sure we have enough damage. We are getting a lot of extra damage from the team bonus right now as well. If we go check our team bonus right now, we are at... where is it? We're at 36 extra armor and 3 magic. So in total, from just our extra stats for team bonus, we are getting, quick math, 72, 75. We're getting 75 extra Rowan damage just for using a 4x Forest of Thorns, 3x Elf team. That's not too bad. Yeah, 75 extra damage with our current pet setup and everything. Oh yeah, let me take the better path here. Which one is it? 12 and 10. Okay, we'll take that one. This team will fall off by the time we hit floor 3, though. But until then, this is definitely the quick kill team all the way up until that point. And then we can use Flower Dragon if you have it. But yeah, your armor bonus matters a lot more with Rowan compared to magic. As you're getting 2 damage for every armor, but only 1 damage for every magic. Oh, we already hit the gate. Alright, well, that was easy. Let's go display then. Right, we gotta decide now, too. Are we doing free battles this week or going deeper than that? The event this weekend was, what, Vault Event weekend, right? We mentioned that earlier. Yeah. Plus it's new Mythic Friday. Yeah, I'd rather grind Vault Event weekend, I think. There's gotta be a Vault weekend angle. That's fine, though. Oh, yeah, that reminds me. That's something we need to go do this stream. I need to go use the rest of my Vault keys we have right now. Yeah, that's something we can go do, then. Let's go enter the code and immediately go head over there, I guess, then. Now we'll finish off with PvP. So where's my code section? I don't even have it open right now. Also, oh no, we're almost running out of codes! Oh yeah, I never did get to December codes yet. Still have some of the old gym codes, though. We'll officially run out by, like, the end of January. Or early February. Where do I guys go? There's the redeem code. Use on gemsaware.com underneath the game code section. Your invite code is in settings menu. Redeem code's right over there in chat. And gives same loot as always. 2 treasure maps, 1 gem key, 200 souls, 2,500 gold. But we only have like 8 of those left now. We got enough for the rest of this month and maybe partially next month. And then we're out of them. At least for whatever reason they discontinued those other codes. But we still got some. Oh, we're out of battles already. Oh, that's fine. Alright, let's go use a 15-minute booster and just start clearing through some things. Actually, you know what? Never mind. I'll save this for Vault Weekend. This is within Vault Weekend. Let me start saving all these if we're going to use them. But let's go and do 27 Vault Keys real quick. We'll do every last Vault Key we have. Just so we have a nice solid 0 going into Vault Weekend. Up, thank you, Chad. Yep, there's the link for anyone who needs it. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, we don't have Isabel for it anymore. She ended up getting a new job recently. He's in the middle of moving as well. So might not be seeing her for a while. Definitely gotta say happy birthday to her, though. It's right around the corner. I always forget the exact day it's on. I want to say December 10th. Oh, nice. We got the gem drop. Yeah, we'll clear through these, and then we'll go clear through PvP real quick then. If we still need an objective, I'll go do Golvania Explore 12 to go get the rest of the stars completed. But also to start working towards our undead kill count that we need for this season. Which I'm pretty sure we'll hit naturally, but, you know, good to get a little bit of it done early. I don't think that was one of the deep book objectives, though. But still good to get out of the way. Just to not need to worry about it later. Yeah, that's something I honestly haven't done in a long while. When I was a kid, we used to move like every 2 to 3 years, it felt like. This is actually the longest time I've ever not moved in my entire life. I've lived in the current place I've been living at for, at least consecutively. Because I did move in and out once. But as far as consecutively, I've been in this house for... Actually, I think it's almost been 10 years now, wow. Yeah, it is almost 10 years. No, it's not quite there. I think it's like 8 or 9. But it's really high. Actually, it's almost as long as we've been doing the channel, actually. So yeah, because it's the 9-year anniversary of the channel, yeah, I've been in this house for 8.5 years. Because the summer of when that started was I believe when I was back in this house, I'm pretty sure. Oh, her birthday's on the 12th? Why do I always forget the exact date? I have too many friends with birthdays in December. I keep missing them all up. But they didn't really give an explanation. I didn't have to just change in the code system and everything. But no, I didn't really give a proper explanation. I'm not sure if I would want to move again at this rate. Especially with the housing market the way it is right now. It seems like a gigantic headache. How many keys do we have left? Are we down to the final dozen? I believe we are. Pretty close to it. We are at 11 left. Yep, final dozen. And we'll have a nice clean 0 going into Vault Weekend. Also, Friday night we'll definitely be doing a Vault grind stream. I do want to go finish it out then. And speaking of finishing things out, that sailing thing that we started the other week, I think we're going to finish this Saturday as well. Since apparently Paralives got delayed by half a year. Because I was already kind of planning on streaming that day because of Paralives, but well, I guess we'll do something else then. Since that got delayed by half a year. Oh, the Orb of Glory. It's one that you were looking for, Silver Orb of Glory. Very nice. I can't believe that game got delayed half a year. Finding out last minute. Though they did technically do the announcement ages ago, like a week or two ago. I just didn't notice it till now. They're keeping tabs on it. Not that close tabs, though. Oh no, we accidentally went all the way out the menu. I hate when I do that. Go back. Go back. Alright, 5 keys left. Also, I might use a couple epic Vault keys here too, just to get down to a nice solid number. Just so it's easier to track this weekend. Did I do it again? I did. Wonderful. Every time. Who do they think they are? Rockstar? Oh yeah, when did that get delayed to? When did GTA 6 get delayed to? Is it coming out next year at some point? Is it getting ready to claim its free Game of the Year reward? I still have never played any of the GTAs yet. Alright, there we go. All that's good to go. All that's good to go. All that is going to be completed in the near future, but there we go. Grab that, grab that. Oh yeah, that's something else I forgot about. Wait. How many purple deeds do we have right now? No, I don't have enough to convert. Or do we? Let me go double check something real quick. No, I have 18. I would have to waste too many of them. I would say just wait, because there's already other purple kingdoms that we're going to be getting anyways. I think we'd be patient and wait a week. We've waited like months upon months to try to get this final magic bonus. I think we could wait like an extra week or two. But yeah, I could technically push it over with 32 more purple deeds if we were to convert them, but I'd rather use them for Imperials. That's like 3.5 Imperial deeds right there. Which we're going to need a little bit more than the deed books these days. We're not quite at that point, but we're getting really close to that point. What's our epic Vault key stack looking like? Okay, we'll open 8 real quick. I want to get it down to a nice clean number. Actually, I might even open 18. I want to get down to a really nice clean number. So I'll open 18 of these and then clear out whatever last dailies we still haven't done, which is mostly PvP and, I guess, dungeon? Oh, we got a Vault Key. Really? I just got a Vault Key, my epic Vault Key. Well, back we go. Hello, Mr. Extreme. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Fall of next year? Oh, that's still a little ways away, then. I highly doubt I would play it, though. But there's been so much hype about it, I almost kind of want to see what's about. It's a genre I pretty much like would never play, though. Which I'm not even sure what genre you'd really even consider that. We'll open 16 more of these just to get it to a nice super clean number, and then I guess PvP then. That should be the last main thing we need to clear out. And we did get back up to Diamond, so we need to make sure to do a very minimal amount of PvP. But everyone doing Vault Event and PvP this week, they should be able to push up enough that we get bottom rank, so we can get a free win next season, or next week, I mean. The only problem with that is that means our easy win week won't coincide with the Guild Wars. Which is kind of unfortunate, but it's still fine. As long as we keep alternating win-lose, win-lose, win-lose. Yeah, how long has GTA 6 been in development? I want to say like almost a decade now. I know it's been forever and a half. There's the other game I was talking about earlier, Paralives. It's an indie Sims game that's been in development for like 8 years now. And it literally just got delayed another half a year. Which isn't really much after waiting like 7-8 years already. Ooh, we just got the Mega Diamond drop. I forgot, these are epic Vault Keys, then stacks are so high when you actually get a drop from them. Too bad I don't need diamonds, otherwise that would actually be good. 240 diamonds is actually insanely high for just a single drop. I don't need them though. Oh no, we got booted all the way out. How many more do we still have? 7 more. And we have a nice clean 1,600. So I'll be starting at 0 and 1,600 for the weekend then. I'll do a stream for it on Friday then, might as well. And of course we'll have the Friday Mythic video coming out that morning as well. Though the Mythic is looking pretty average though. We'll still mess around with it, see what we can do. They've been missing quite a bit with Mythics lately. I'm trying to think, what was the strongest Mythic released all year? Because honestly, they've been so bad that not even a single one is really coming to mind. I guess the other issue too is Flower Dragon, Stellarix, not the Chrysathanax, well that one too, but Maelstrom Dagannoth. Like those 3 troops in particular, as well as several other ones. But those like really strong dozen or so troops kind of keeps washing out like every mythic that comes out. It's because the bar is set so high for how strong something needs to be now for it to be viable. And a lot of things come in lower than that. Also not too bad for the orbs there, purple and blue. Not the really good ones, but still decent. Hey, that reminds me, we might need to start throwing down some purple orbs now. To help out the guild reach the thing, since we're down a few people at the moment. I'll see what the number is a little bit later, but if we need to throw some, we'll definitely will. Because I have enough purple orbs to literally solo it for like a year. If we truly had to. I have so many purple orbs. Oh, what an ending key. We got a major Orb of Glory and the Orb of Clans we were just talking about. There we go. And it should be exactly 1,600 unless I overshot by 1. Wow, that's a really good ending key. Yep, perfect. 1,600 and 0. Perfect. Alright. Oh, we're done there. We're done there. We're done there. We're done there. Let's just clear out dungeon real quick, and then I think the only thing left is PvP. Oh, we get to do Guess the Door. Oh, we haven't gotten to do this in what feels like forever. Guess that door. Alright, 4, 5, and 6. You guys know the drill. It's been a little while, but there you guys go. Alright, this is our layout right now. We got a staircase, 2 rooms here. Which one is it? 4, 5, or 6? We'll grab it by the time we get there then. We haven't gotten to Guess the Door in a while. I've had to off-stream, of course, quite a few times, but as far as on-stream, it's been a good chunk of time since we've seen a Guess the Door. Alright, I'll take that one over. Honestly, I don't feel like I've gotten a perfect in like a month now for Underworld. Or not Underworld, Dungeon, I mean. We're on quite a dry streak. I believe on average you should be getting about 2 a month, roughly. In the last month, I don't think I've seen a single one. 5 is currently winning with half the vote. 4 is in dead last, so there's a 100% chance it's 4. Well, we'll go with 5. We'll go with the vote. Alright, let's see what we get here. The vote was incorrect. It was 4. Oh, it was 6? Bill Warhammer with the 6 in chat got it, as well as the other 2 people who voted for it. Oh, no, 3 people. Oh, there we go. Yeah, it was 6. Unfortunate. We literally hit double trap. Unfortunate. Better luck next time. Continue the dry streak of no perfect. You voted for 6 as well. Nice, nice. Alright, only thing left now should be PvP. Let's go check it out. Oh, we got double buff today. Okay, let's go through both the buffs then. Let's go magic reduction and magic bonus. Oh, I need a yellow team real quick. Actually, why build it? I can just copy paste from center. This should already be pure yellow. Grab that, boom, 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 boom. Put it over there, go to not that, go to buffs, go to magic, paste the team, and there we go, easy as that. Don't even need to bother building one. Yeah, it's the only slightly annoying thing about going for the spell reduction here. For whatever reason, Mithrilian is pretty much always tanking here. And if you don't get some skull pokes on it, it has so much magic reduction. It has 50% spell reduction. No score reduction at all. It does have skull reflect, but it doesn't really matter much. You should listen to Bill Warhammer. You don't know what he said, but you should listen. Yeah, we're almost through. Come on. You're nearly there. There we go. Now that we have spell reduction, let's go get our magic, which honestly I probably should have went for first, but oh well. I always like getting spell reduction first just in case, to make it a little bit safer. In case they get like 5 or 10 extra turns in a row or do something weird. The only problem is I believe it does get stunned off. So if you do get inflicted with stun, I believe you do lose your spell reduction. You don't lose your extra magic because it's being applied at the start of the battle. But I'm pretty sure you do lose your spell reduction. Any of those like affixes or whatever they're called, whenever you get stunned, if they're supposed to be triggering every turn or, you know, over time, they can be stunned off of you. It's the reason why, ironically, the cleanse metal can be stunned away. Because it's constantly checking per turn, but if it's stunned, then it doesn't check at all. Whereas the stats can never be stunned off because you just get them static at the start of battle. So the only thing we should have to do after this is 3 for the Valraven and the 5 battles you need for, technically 6 for the Citadel thingy. And for that we'll just build whatever the Glacia team is for the week. Oh, that reminds me, I have some burning marks I've been saving from the other week that we got from something, I'm not sure what. But some of the PvP objectives got completed and we have a couple burning marks to go run. Let's see if I can claim any from the PvP season as well. Oh, I know why. It's because I went for rank 2 last week off stream. I was wondering where all those burning marks came from. But it was during the rank 2 push. Which we did get. And got all of our gold marks and everything. But in doing so, let me collect this. Where is... Okay, we only have 30, but do we have more from the season itself? We got a gold booster. It's fine if we let some of that waste. We're doing some PvP now anyways. Let's go throw down some of these burning marks. We got 17 to go run, or 70 to go run real quick. We got Immortal Pharnax, 20, huge, really good. We got Immortal Pharnax again, 10, still huge, really good one. We got 24 Immortal Rayquia, really solid roll so far. Nice, we're just not missing. 50 for Virago. We finally missed, and missed hard. But pretty good rolls other than that. 50 for Immortal Aquaria as well, huge. And we missed hard again. Alright, 2 really mega misses, but everything else honestly pretty solid. I think we even get a couple buffs from that. Let me go check. Oh nice, Immortal Pharnax got one. I think this is for weapon or pet? Where's the stat boost? No, this is for a weapon. Not sure we'll ever use that weapon, but another one down. In the completionist table. Another weapon for the pile. We got the one from the current season upgraded. Surprised that's not further than that, though. I guess it's still relatively easy early in the PvP season. And I feel like one more should... I still have no Immortal Gemini, by the way. This is from like 3 seasons ago. I still have 0. I don't know what's happening. It just refuses to give me Immortal Gemini. I don't know why. But we still don't have it. It's been like half a year, I'm pretty sure. I need to go look that back up later. But we have somehow dodged Immortal Gemini for half a year, I'm pretty sure. I don't know how. I might be the driest person in the entire game for Immortal Gemini. I'm not sure what's happening. Like, we're almost getting close to the year mark of her existing, and we still don't have a copy of her yet. Alright, this will be the 3rd one we need, and then everything else goes down onto, whatever the one where we have to go use Immortal Glacia is. Because I don't even know what the buff is this week. Because I don't think I've voted on those Sunday things in, like, a year at this point. We did for the first month or 2, just for the fun of it. But I've not really bothered since. And it looks like it's Giant, which is a weird category. I don't feel like we've ever had Giant here before. We're definitely going to go for it, though. Alright, so Giant. That's interesting. They're really tanky. Obviously, we're going to Mortal Gemini. That goes without question. Giant Sentinel, honestly, could be fun. I just feel like it's blocking my blue mana too much. Speaking of fun things, Baldur, double Baldur would be fun with Wand of Stars. What do we have for Empower, or is there even one? Neither of you count. Alright, so there's no Empower troops, unfortunate. Mana Link? What is Link looking like? Not good. So we do get yellow, I guess. I think this is Baldur route. I just run a Wand of Stars in front of it. And hope it doesn't miss. Because if we can actually cast Baldur, it'll clean up whatever she doesn't. I can even go Archer or something, but it's probably too overkill. We're gonna go like, honestly, I'm almost tempted to go Frost Mage. I think we go Elementalist in this context. Oh, but I need half mana start though. I guess we go Geomancer. And Banner is just, brown blue, or even just brown is fine. Double brown. Because I need that for Barrier Brown anyways. Alright, there we go. Oh no, having it go into blue would be so much better though. Is there a +2 blue, +1 brown, minus something that doesn't really matter? Sure, yellow. Let me double check. Blue, brown, minus anything. Blue, brown, no. The only one is +2 blue, +1 brown, that's fine. Let's roll with that then. Hello, Defiant! Welcome, welcome, my ball's been wall. Alright, why are the battles so weak? Is it because we're newly arrived in Diamond rank? I don't recall these ever being this weak before. I'll take it though. Look at this, I haven't had a battle above 8,000 yet. Or technically above 9,000. None of them are over 9,000! They're on a really lucky streak here. Yeah, another weak one. They're just getting weaker. They're not even getting stronger. I'm not sure what's up with that. Could just be a weird interaction since we just got out of Ruby last week. I don't know, I feel like this happened before and we've never seen stuff this week. And this one's already predetermined, so this one's not going to be any more difficult or any easier. I wish I would have killed the first two, because now I have to cast her. Because otherwise I could have skull spammed. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I'm not sure why. We got really lucky with enemies this time. This is the strongest scene we've seen this entire time, and it's still one-shottable. Oh, now with barrier, it's not going to be, though. Alright, drastic measure. No! We full missed. I was concerned about that. You know what? We haven't gotten to use Baldur yet. I kind of want to click him. Just for the fun of it, we're going to click the Baldur. There we go. Oh, we're frozen on first slot. That's probably not a good idea. Whoops. Alright, Baldur, finish them. Oh, we're entangled and frozen. Wait. Mistakes have been made. Alright, now you can do your thing. There you go. Good job. Oh, but he's still why is Wand of Stars so bad this battle? All I need is one Immortal Glacia. Honestly, I almost don't even want to cast Wand. I feel like it's going to miss for the billionth time. We're going to try it, though. No, it still missed. It just doesn't want to win. There we go. That last battle was way harder than it needed to be. It was such a free win. Ah, there we go. Alright, nice. All that's done, all that's done. All that's done. We still got a little bit of a EXP booster or gold booster going. I guess we'll go do this on Golvania for the last 6 minutes then. Try to get some of the undead kill we need for the current season. Let's also get whatever stars we still have left if we're missing any. If anyone still has any other questions or anyone want me to go over, let me know. We'll mess with this the rest of the time then. See if we can get at least one mimic from it all. Ooh, merchant, do you have any purples? No, I'll take the souls though. Pretty cheap souls whenever he sells it for 3,000 coins for 500. 6 coin each per soul is really cheap. Not like we really need souls at the moment, but we somewhat need souls more than gold. Even though our gold is always zeroed out. You do technically need more souls in the sense of how they get consumed relative to upgrading troops. It's just we don't have the metals to really convert into it. Thank you, Ron. Greatly appreciated. Yeah, holiday's been great so far. I feel like my brain is already shut off for the year, though, after Thanksgiving. After all the celebration for Thanksgiving, my brain is already like, okay, like, get us to 2026 already. Like, this year already feels over for me this next month. This is going to be such a lazy month. Because my brain's been done since like the day before Thanksgiving, pretty much. That's the only thing I hate about this time of year. I feel like I almost do nothing productive ever, every December ever. There's all these November celebrations leading into December celebrations. This makes it feel like one giant holiday. Okay, we should be able to squeeze in 2 more chests here, it looks like. Though we are at exactly 0, which is kind of unfortunate. How do we get exactly 0? Got the really unlucky roll, or lucky depending on how you look at it. Right on the dot. But every battle we do here should be 3 or 4 undead kills. The undead concentration here is really solid. We have undead... Oh no, sorry, that one's monster beast. Undead, undead, human. Okay, we only got 2 this time. We got really unlucky. Should be getting an average of at least 3. I didn't actually realize the werewolf guy is technically not undead. Alright, that's a bit better. There should be 3 undead. Undead, 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 and what is this human doing here? Get out of this kingdom. What even are you? Why are you here? He's like an undead hunter. But in being so, he's not undead himself. He's showing up in like every battle though. He's here to take all of our undead kills from us. Come on, purple deed books. Oh, that's basically the same. I'll be using those on Imperials though. That's 1/5 an Imperial deed. As we're getting to the point where we need to start doing that now that we basically have all Magic Kingdoms max. Because the only reason why purple deed books are so important is to get the 4 Magic Kingdoms upgraded. Now that we're basically there, purples actually don't matter at all anymore. Now it's just all in on Imperial deeds. These purple is just like any other color now after all Magic Kingdoms are completed. If anything, they actually become a bit worse because you're going to bottleneck on purple a bit earlier than the other ones if you tried focusing on it at any point like we did. So you're going to get them completed before you get any other color completed. So now we, once we get all the purple deed books we need, we basically want the opposite to happen. We basically want to not get purple deed books anymore, ironically. The second you max out all the 4 of the Magic Kingdoms. But it finally allows us to start dumping all of our writs on Imperial so we don't run out. We haven't gotten close to running out yet, but we are getting to like a half a year to a year mark from now where we probably would start to get concerningly close. Alright, one more set. This should be the final one we should be able to get in. Should be the last of the booster, and hopefully we get a Mimic at the end. And if not, oh well, we'll get some loot. Still been neglecting the Explore 12 grind, but as long as we keep chipping it here and there, we'll eventually get there. Because I'm still really low on tokens these days. Especially with how many kingdoms are starting to get to the point where they can be upgraded. We're getting very close to the thing that's going to stop me from upgrading is the fact I haven't been running enough Explore 12. Rather than like deed books or anything else. Or even Imperials. The thing that's going to bottleneck us is just the lack of Explore 12 grind. To go get a bunch of tokens. So we definitely got to keep throwing it in more here and there. Honestly, even just on Vault Weekend, even though it's pretty bad for Vault keys, if you're going to grind it, might as well do it then if you're going to do it. You still get more value from it. Even though you're getting less value from the Vault Weekend, you're getting more value from the act of doing Explore 12. You could technically even Plews it, but I feel like that's a little overkill. Because then you're missing out on a lot of keys if you're doing that. Though you do get a little bit more loot per thing, but whenever it rolls a key, you're still just getting only 1 key. So it's generally not worth running Plews on, but it could still be worth it to run, to try to get deed books from. I mean, not deed books, I mean, verses. So you can run Paloozas. The Paloozas are always best at the lowest difficulty where you could one-shot them. But verse farming, you're not losing as much value if you do it on Explore 12. Still missing out on some value, but it's fine. Oh, get that last little bit of mana, throw that down, and that should be a match. See what we get in our chest, unless we get a Mimic out of it. No. Double? Oh, no, only single initial, though. No. I'll still take it, though. Nice one to end on. Honestly, we've been ending everything pretty strong. We ended our token grind on Explore 12 with Initia. We ended the Vault Key grind earlier with a gold medal. Or, you know, gold glory medal. We've been ending everything off pretty strong. Grab these, grab those. Watch, we could even open 1 key right now and get a Mythic, right? Right? Mythic, go. That'd have been funny. Mythic, go. Oh, yeah, okay, we used up all of our luck already. No Mythic for us. But there's a new Mythic coming out this Friday that we'll go over on Friday morning. So we'll have that going up Friday morning. Then we'll have another stream on Friday night. And we'll go from there. But anyways, guys, I hope you all have a wonderful December. Stay warm out there and all that snow and coldness. And yeah, we'll be back Friday night for Vault Event Weekend. And Friday morning for, not stream, but the video on the new Mythic. Which is a little bit average, but we'll still see what we can end up doing with it. It does have spell reduction, if nothing else. Has an okay final trait. You can kind of use it a little bit in its restrictions. Does seem like its damage output's a little low, though, which is unfortunate, but we'll try to scrap something together for it this weekend and go from there. And then we'll throw down even more keys, see if we get something done, and go from there. Anyways, guys, have wonderful holidays, have a wonderful month, and I will catch you guys later. Goodbye, everyone! And thanks for watching.